Well, okay, as you can probably tell, I'm Worth Weller, and I'd like to welcome you to the summer session of J210 Visual Communications. And please note that it's 12 weeks long, all right? And one of the first things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the class info folder and look at your syllabus. This is your class Bible. It has the course schedule, the course content. It shows you exactly how the course unfolds. It has the late policies. It has the other kinds of policies. You really need to be very, very familiar with it. Good students are very familiar with the syllabus. It's just about the first thing that you read, okay? I know it's not a lot of fun. It sounds like a lot of gobbledygook, but it kind of helps keep you on track. One of the things I'd like to say is that internet classes are not easy. They're difficult, okay, because I'm not there every day or 3 times a week to kind of whack you over the head with a wet noodle to tell you to do this and do that. So you can kind of get off track, you can kind of get confused, and you can kind of get a little bit lazy. You can't do that in internet class. You have to work steadily. So the key to success in this class and other internet classes is get in there on Monday, look at your learning module, figure out what you have to do that week, make sure you understand what you need to do over the entire course of the week, make sure you have time to do your readings, time to look at your lectures, and time to do your projects. This course is very heavily driven by projects and by discussions, all of which, of course, include taking photographs, and some of which include doing some research, that kind of thing. I think the syllabus will sort of make that clear, and then every week I'm going to be here visiting with you, kind of telling you what to expect. So please go to the class info folder right away, take a look at the syllabus, make sure you understand that, look over the course description, which is in there, look over the course calendar, which is in the syllabus, get kind of an idea for yourself how the course is going to unfold. As I indicated, it's going to unfold in learning modules, and there's basically going to be, let me go back here and take a look, there's going to be 6 learning units, all right? This is Unit 1. This one's called Camera and Photography Basics. We're going to talk about terminology. You've got to take some pictures that sort of involves some of the very basic elements of the camera and the basic technology. Unit 2, we're going to talk about photography in the World Wide Web. Unit 3, we're going to talk about the digital darkroom. You might want to get yourself a copy of Photoshop from the bookstore. It's $20 or $30. It's really incredibly cheap now, but you don't have to because I send you to some websites that have Photoshop clones on them, so you'll be okay with Unit 3 no matter what you do. Unit 4 is going to be history and culture, very, very critical element of photography. Unit 5 is photojournalism, and then Unit 6 is ethics. So you can see the course unfolds in units, all right? Specifically, Unit 1, when you go into the learning module and look at Unit 1, you've got to see that there will be a unit overview. This is the same way for every unit. It kind of gives you an idea of what to expect. Then, particularly for this unit, Unit 1, you have an icebreaker that's due at the end of this week. It's due to the discussions feature, and if you just go right down through the learning unit, you'll see exactly where to put it. It's actually item 2 in the learning unit. The description's there, and the place where you actually submit it is right there. Item 2 in this week's learning unit. This particular learning unit, which I said is Unit 1, which is 2 weeks long. Then there are also some reading and viewing assignments that I give you for Unit 1. Then there's some chapters that you need to read. There's some lectures. There's 4 YouTube lectures that I'd like for you to look at. And then you have some specific photo assignments. And in fact, you have 3, which are also going to be posted to the discussions. And those are item 6 in the learning unit. And then you have item 7 in the learning unit, which is a quiz, all right? So that's pretty much how I kind of wanted to introduce myself. I'll put my own icebreaker in there, like you'll learn a little bit more about me. It's a fun course. Students who do the work always get good grades because I have the course very well laid out. I have all the material right here that you actually need, okay, to do well in the course. And so all you have to do is apply yourself, and you get a good grade automatically, all right? But it's 12 weeks long. It's kind of compacted. It's almost 4 weeks shorter than the fall or spring versions, all right? So you really need to dig in, and you really need to get going right away, and you need to devote a lot of time to it, please. So basically, start with the syllabus. I've given you some camera ideas. If you don't have a camera yet, I've given you some good camera ideas for under $300, all right? That's in the class info folder. Then move over to the learning module folder and start with Unit 1. Basically, the way you handle these units, these learning modules, is go to the specific unit. The dates are there. When you look in the class info folder, you'll see the dates that are involved. So right now we're starting with Unit 1, which is 2 weeks long in this case, all right? And when you open up that learning module, you'll see on the index, you'll see on the left an index. And if you just follow down through that index and click on every link, all right, it kind of unfolds exactly the way a face-to-face classroom would unfold over, a period of 3 days or 4 days or 6 days, whatever. So just go through the links on the left-hand side. The index, I call it an index. It's called by Blackboard a table of contents. go through that on the left. Obviously, you're going to have to spend some time on that, but kind of familiarize yourself early on in the week with exactly what's there, what you need to come back and look at, and then make sure you have a plan so that you can get everything accomplished on that index over the next 2 weeks. If you have any questions, please use the Blackboard email feature to get a hold of me. You simply just browse for recipients of the Blackboard email feature, get a hold of me that way. And I'm available. I do have office hours. I'm available online through Skype. All right, and this is covered in the syllabus. If you look at the syllabus, I give you the link how to find Skype, and I give you my username, and then what you do is you set up through Blackboard Mail an appointment with me, and then we meet at the same time over Skype and have a nice visit, that kind of thing. So, hey, if you have questions, get a hold of me. Use my email. I'm available for office hours, so I think you're going to enjoy this course, but please get started right away. Thank you.